Alright, what is up, y'all? Today we're here with some tournament coverage from the Macadii Discord tournament. It happened, it started in December and it kind of ended over this last few weeks or so. Basically me, Chris, and Pat all, competed, but I got a little further than they did. Oh god, I'm a douche. But, so I just wanted to go over these games that I had and, just kind of go over what happened, because I thought there were some pretty damn good games, and I actually got to battle some people that I've actually watched on YouTube, so that's always fun, So here I am against SinisterSableye. He brought a pretty interesting team. He has a Tapu Lele as well, which basically just means that it's a Lele off, and I'm Scarf, so I'll take my fucking chances. And I have Flinium Z Mints, Scarf Lele, Bulky Mega Metagross with Agility, Spadef, Excadrill, Physically Defensive Alamomola, and Expert Belt Jolteon. So looking at this team, actually I took a really long time to pick a lead because I just did not know what to even fucking start with. My gut was telling me just go Tapu Lele, but I wasn't trying to risk a Scarf Lele Speed Tie turn 1, So I just went ahead and led with Jolteon just because he's really fast, basically. And then here, I calced, and I knew that Hidden Power Ice had a chance to knock him into his Berserk range if he wasn't like Assault Vest or something. So I didn't go for that. I just Volt Switched right on out of there and hope he didn't predict me and go for a Fire move. And he does not, and this gives me an opportunity to get up my rocks and get a Toxic off on this guy. Because I know I can eat a Flamethrower. I calced it, I'm a man, I do what I do. So, yeah, I got this thing Toxic, and then I get up my rocks on the incoming Mandibuzz. But I have Toxic, so obviously I'm going to go for Toxic on his default. So now he's on a timer, and I'm just getting lefties back each turn. So I'm going for rocks. He foul plays me, and since I have so much HP investment, I live on 1, which is fucking crazy, because that just lets me wear it on this Mandibuzz even more. And that turn, you're like, Shaden, why the fuck did you use Earthquake a flying type? What are you doing? I didn't have any other play. I can get up rocks even though they're already up. I could have gone for a Rapid Spin and got some damage off on him, but we're not doing that. I don't have Iron Head, so basically my best play was to Earthquake just in case he wanted to switch out for some reason. But really, I'm just kind of letting the Toxic take its turn and let him defog these rocks away. So that since I'm faster, next turn I can get him right back up, and he'll be forced to kill me or go for defog and take more Toxic damage. But he does make the correct play and just kills me. But I leave with rocks, and he's taking 50% next turn. So, in comes Lele, and I predict his Alolan Dugtrio to come in and go for the HP Fire and miss out on the KO by 3%. Which sucks. Should've run Modest Scarf today, buddy. But, okay, hold on. This is actually kind of important. So, we get him on the 3%, right? And then I can't let this guy take damage just in case. I've seen some Scarf Alolan Dugtrios running around on the ladder, so I can't let this thing die. It's my win condition. So I go ahead and switch out right to Alamomola just to eat the Earthquake, and it fucking does a lot. So it actually leads me to believe that he's banded, but I'm not exactly sure. It could have just been a weird roll or something, I don't know. But this is going to be his only opportunity to get up his rocks, so I do go ahead and make a double right out into Jolteon to prevent him from doing that, which, like I said, prevents him from getting rocks, and he doesn't have any switch-ins to this thing. Everything, especially being E-Belt and 4 attacks, I have coverage for everything on his team. I'll either break Mimikyu sub, do some damage to this guy. I think Dugtrio will die to rocks, but at this point I'm not exactly sure. I have Shadow Ball for Lele and Thunderbolt for Pukamiku. So he has no switch-ins. So I just go ahead and click Thunderbolt, just in case if he did want to switch into Dugtrio, then I'd be able to kill him since we did find out he was banded last turn. So he goes into that, and see, he was at 3%, right? But then it says minus 2% because Showdown does all that bullshit, so I can kind of understand the play. He thought he would be able to live and then fire off an attack at least or something, or at least bait the Scarf. But, and then he goes into Grandpa Snoop here, and again, I'm not trying to let this thing go into its Berserk range. So I figured he might go for a, he might try to predict me to go into Metagross or something and go for a Fire move. So I just go ahead and Volt Switch straight on out into Salamence, which is, yeah, he predicts it, but I wasn't trying to risk my my Metagross. So now, yeah, he didn't have a switch, and I'm obviously faster, and he probably didn't want to hard into Lele just in case I Dragon Dance and I will outspeed him. So I am actually Substitute, and I go for the sub. And here, I wasn't sure if he was innards out, if he was unaware. I didn't know. I don't battle a lot of Pyukumuku, so I'm not gonna lie to you. I didn't know what it was gonna do. So I just went ahead and I decided, fuck it, I'm going to +6. I don't know if counter goes through subs. I don't know if innards out goes through subs. But when this thing dies, I want to make sure that I am at the most like stat boost possible, just so I can kind of tear through the rest of his team, and then he'll be forced to go out into Mimikyu, and I can at least break his disguise. But we find out he's innards out, so Dragon Claw actually kills me in return. So now we're here with a Lele standoff, and when you see a Tapu Lele on a team like his that's not very fast, I kind of just assume Scarf. His fastest thing is Dugtrio, and that's still not that high of a speed stat. I think it's 110. So I just assume he's Scarf, and I figured it's going to be a Scarf off. But he does reveal later in the match that he's Specs, so this special attack drop actually kind of matters, because that, I don't think it would have KO'd, but it probably had a chance to. But honestly here, I probably would have sacked the old dragon guy, Dramvad is what they call him, I believe. But yeah, instead he lets me break his substitute on the switch, which is fucking cool. And I just go right into Mega Love Disc here. He takes the Rocky Helmet. I don't really give a shit, but he reveals the Toxic, which is kind of cool. But I can just fire off Scalds. He's going to get burned, whatever. I Scald again as he goes into Grandpa Snoop. And now I reveal my my kind of plan here. I actually outspeed him. I did make sure, so I Healing Wish up. Hyper Voice doesn't do anything, and you can guess who I'm healing up. We go right into Tapu Lele, and we click Psychic 3 times. And we win 3-0. Now there's just going to be some silence because I've already explained what happens. Actually, you hear that? I fixed the issue with the feedback, so silence is awesome. See? Not a damn thing. But good game to SinisterSableye. It was definitely a good match. I had a lot of fun. I don't do a lot of tourneys and stuff, so when I do, it's always cool to actually battle somebody that's nice to. You know, we had a little conversation at the end and kind of discussed everything. But so that was round 2. Round 1, my opponent didn't show up, so I got the first round bye. But I had looked at some of his stuff. He wasn't very good, so fuck that guy. Yeah, that was round 2. And then round 3, I actually battled the TheUziGunner. Which, this is what I was referring to when I said it's kind of cool battling people you used to see on YouTube, because I remember right as I got into the competitive scene, he was doing the analysis for the GBA, which was cool as shit. So whenever I saw that if I beat Sinister, I was playing Uzi, I got all hyped and was like, damn, dude, okay, I gotta fucking show my shit right now. So, he has a scary-ass team. He's bringing Rain. Rain is scary. I love Rain. I love Pelipper. Rain is a good thing, but my team doesn't handle it very well. I had looked at his replay, and saw that he had the opportunity to bring Rain, so I swapped out the what's it called? The Salamence for Dragonite, just in case King Drag got out of hand, I could at least E-speed it while not losing my my setup mon, or one of my setup mons. And yeah, I think that's really the only thing I changed. I think I made Alomola a little bit more specially defensive, but other than that, it was pretty much just the same shit. So this is another one of those things where I did not know what the fuck to lead with, so I just clicked good old Tapu Lele, you know, fuck it. And he actually does make a great play here, and he goes to Pelipper scouting for the HP Fire, which I clicked first turn just because if I had the opportunity to either get major damage or kill the Scizor turn 1, that would be fucking awesome. You can look at my team and you can tell I don't deal with Scizor very well. But yeah, he has that. I expected the U-turn, but since he doubles out, I kind of assumed that he doesn't have it. So that's cool with me. So he's in with Seismitoad, I have to switch out, but I do have my specially defensive Alomomola, as he just goes for rocks anyways. And I figure, I didn't know if he was Specs or whatever, but yeah, knock off his Life Orb. He wasn't Specs because he used rocks, but do that, and Wish up, of course. If you have Alomomola, you just click Wish, that's what you do. So he Wood Hammers, and that does quite a bit, but I do get my Wish back, and I'm at full, he's almost at full. And I didn't really know, he had a couple plays he could make. He could go into his Magnezone if he wanted to try to trap me, and maybe he's like Balloon or Specs or something, maybe even Scarf. He could try to trap me and kill me with like Thunders, so I wasn't exactly sure what he wanted to do, but I do double out back into Tapu Lele, just for shits and gigs. I figured if there was something that I wanted to be out versus any of his 6, it was going to be Tapu Lele. So he Mega Evolves, and I just go for the HP Fire, and it does 31% in the rain. Scizor is such a fucking monster. Oh my god. Tapu Lele has amazing special attack, but even though it was still 2 times effective in the rain, it only did 31%. So I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do about this Scizor. But he knocks me off and knocks off my Scarf, which is actually kind of cool with me, because I outspeed most of his stuff naturally, and you can only outspeed me with Kingdra in the rain. So that's cool with me. Now I just get to switch up my moves. I do double HP Fire because the rain did end, and I wasn't quite sure. I guess maybe he might have predicted my my Metagross or Excadrill or Alomomola or something to come in on his Scizor, but he had been making good plays the whole game, so I was kind of not trying to let him just fucking pull doubles all over my ass the whole time. So I was trying to be a little bit tricky at least. So I went for the double HP Fire, and that does work out for us, and we are able to get some pretty good damage on the Magnezone. And that actually shows me that it's not Assault Vest, because that did 1 dick load. So I go to Jolteon as he doubles into Pelipper. I didn't even do that on purpose. I just thought I had nothing to switch into a Flash Cannon or whatever he could have done, because Excadrill was the very obvious play. So he might actually just even went into his Pelipper, just predicting Excadrill so he can get the rain up and all that stuff. But I'm in with Jolteon, I'm faster than his whole team, and I get a big hit off something. But he does have a ground type, as you can see, and I predict him to go into it, and I click HP Grass here. With the E-Belt, it is a guaranteed kill. That thing just fucking dies. Dead's done. And then he has this thing. And I kind of just figured, fuck it, Jolteon's not going to be doing very much anyways. I can deal with Pelipper with most things on my team. And if he missed a Hydro, I'd get a good opportunity to get some good damage off on him. And if he just went for Surf, then I would know that I wouldn't die with whatever else I came in with. So we go to Alomomola, and he does double out into the Tapu Lele as I knock off his Choice Scarf. So that actually kind of helps a little bit. And he can pretty much just click Wood Hammer, click Horn Leech, whatever he wants to do, he can. But I decided to go for the Protect, stall out some Rain Turns a little bit, and we switch right out into Excadrill as the Sack. I'm not trying to predict him. I thought it would die, and I don't fucking die, which is crazy. So he had to have been like Jolly or something, because I thought I definitely should have died. But he does pick me off there. So I bring out Metagross, which, since this thing is no longer Scarf, and well, even if it is Scarf, it'd be scarfed into Wood Hammer, so it couldn't do much anyways. But since I forced this thing out, I do go ahead and pull the double just right on out to Tapu Lele once again as the rain ends. Yeah, so now he's going to get HP Fire. I go for the Thunderbolt because I know he's going to want to get up rain again. Tapu Lele is just clicking buttons and predicting bitches all willy-nilly. Doesn't give a fuck. And then I have to make some bad plays too. So I go into Dragonite on his, I thought he would Hydro, but he actually Surfs. And then I'm like, fuck, I'm a Dragonite, I have E-Speed, I'm just going to click it. But the fucking rain kind of overshadows the Psychic Terrain, so I completely forgot about it. And I Extreme Speed, and it doesn't do anything, and he kills me. So I feel like a fucking idiot. Yeah, see, damn, yeah. But luckily I do have Spadef Alomomola to kind of wall this thing. Goes for the Surf. It does a dick load still. And then he switches out into his Magnezone as I Scald. And the Scald burns him. I get my Wish back. And he is at 35%. So here, I don't have a switch into this monster. All I can do is click Scald and hope that Thunder doesn't kill me. Or no, I Protect first turn. And he goes for the Sub. Which kind of fucking sucks for me because now this thing, even though it wasn't a threat, really, now it's definitely a threat. So I have to break his Sub. But I actually outspeed and get a crit in the rain and break it. I think it still broke the Sub because of the rain, but the crit definitely, I'm not going to be mad about the crit. And he has Thunderbolt instead of Thunder, which does not, I think Thunder would have killed me. And I can't believe that I fucking outspeed this thing. So that kind of worked out pretty well. I'm confused as to what happened. Really, honestly. I don't know what the fuck is going on anymore. So he goes into Tapu Bulu, and I have no switch into this, so I'm just going to let him kill me. He takes his Rocky Helmet, he takes his recoil damage, all that shit. And here I can just go straight to Tapu Lele. He is no longer Choice Scarf, and I can just kill the fuck out of something with a Psychic. But he actually lives with fucking Kingdra, so I was like, damn, okay. And yeah, that goes down. So I'm looking at his team. The biggest threat he had, which was that Kingdra Under the Rain, is now gone. Now the only thing left between me and winning this fucking game is that goddamn Scizor. So I popped this thing, no problem. And then what happens next I'm not very proud of. So Scizor comes out, and I'm thinking, I'm a Tapu Lele. Terrain's up, he can't bullet punch me. But I choke real hard. Even though he's talking about he choked, I'm basking in the, oh shit, I'm almost done. This has been a 30 turn game and it's fucking Uzi, I gotta beat this guy. So I completely forgot that it wasn't the psychic terrain that was up. The psychic terrain really fucked me in this battle, and I fucking let him bullet punch me. Now, some people could say, well, if he would have predicted you to switch out, he could have roosted or swords danced and dealt with nope, it still would have been a pain in the ass, but at least if I would have switched to Metagross, then I would have had a better chance. Because now, the thing that I have with HP Fire is dead. And like I said, Metagross is Agility 3 attacks. So, my only hope here is to go for Mash and get the raises, and then kind of flinch him down. So, in my head, I fucking just choked away. Yeah, see, even he was like, what the fuck? Why'd you sack it off? And, yeah, I choked. Oh, did I choke? I was pretty upset at myself, but I wasn't too worried about it. I still played pretty good, I think, other than those two shit plays. But, yeah, he's just gonna roost up. I'm going for mashes. It's not working. And he shows SD, and I was like, yep, it's over. Fucking goddamn cock and balls shit weasel fuck stick. There's probably more cuss words, but I don't know. But he 2-hit KOs me with knockoff. So, yeah, I'm forced to go for a Earthquake crit there, and I'm just not getting anything. I have to flinch him down. It's not gonna work. And he just straight the fuck up is able to knock me off and knock me out. But, I was actually pretty surprised. The last tournament I played in, everybody was a fucking asshole. Everybody's talking shit. Everybody's being disrespectful. Everybody was rude. I know those are all kind of the same thing, but it just wasn't very fun to like be in because everyone was such a dick. But this one was different. Sinister was fucking awesome. We messaged a little bit. That guy's cool as fuck. Uzi, I told him. We talked a little bit in the Discord chat. That guy's cool as fuck. I'm glad that if I could lose to anybody, it would be to him, because he actually went on to win the whole tournament. So, I mean, I don't feel bad for losing to the guy that won the whole thing. I just feel bad because I forgot about the psychic terrain twice in the same fucking battle. Which, you know, shit happens. Everybody chokes every now and then. Whatever. I'm not too worried about it. But good game to Uzi, good game to Sinister, and I hope you guys enjoyed this battle. I will definitely enter in some more tournaments and try to get better so I don't look like a fucking idiot anymore. Anyways, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye forever.